It's Nolan. What's going on, y'all? It's the kid J Nolan here. We're back with another episode of Inside the Industry Podcast, your number one source for music and entertainment breakdowns and commentary. Today, we're going to be leaning into the commentary side of things because if y'all don't know, there's this young lady who went super viral over the past few days, basically saying that she loves black people, but she can't stand hood people. Now, she went on to elaborate as to what she meant when she said it, but it had the entire internet in an uproar. All right, people were trying to understand, what do you mean by that? Because a lot of black people that go on to be successful, a lot of black people that go on to become higher versions of themselves, you know what I'm saying, come from the hood. That doesn't mean that we're all a monolith and that we're all from the same neighborhoods or same areas in all of these different cities, states, and locales. I'm just saying there is a great percentage of black people that are either born, raised, or end up finding themselves displaced in the hood at some point or another in this lifetime. But that is not a representation of all of us, okay? Now, again, she came out and said her piece, which we're going to get into her piece in just a few moments. But matter of fact, let's just go ahead and get into her piece. How about that? Let's just get right to the mess. You know what I'm saying? Because she deserves all of what's coming on what she had to say. I'm going to be real with y'all, man. So let me go ahead and pull this up and we're going to get right into it.
So I seen this girl make a post earlier where she was like, I'm not afraid to admit hood people scare me. Now, although that may trigger some people, y'all have to understand some of us are just genuinely traumatized. Now, I didn't grow up in the hood, but I worked in the hood. And when I tell y'all, that was one of the most miserable experiences of my entire life. You could not look at them wrong. They wanted to fight. You could not be quiet. If you were quiet, it's you think you're all that, you think you're better than us. It's so bad. I was washing my hair today and I got flashbacks of when they used to tease me and try and call me broke because I was not wearing a lace wig. Like, they just say the most uneducated, ignorant stuff I've ever heard in my life. I'm broke because I want to wear my natural hair that God blessed me with. And because I'm not gluing something to a nasty, stinking stocking cap every 5 seconds, that mean I'm broke. Like, the energy is just so miserable and negative. And even when they're trying to be nice, it's still in a weird way. It's like they're either trying to use you or benefit from you or get up under you to learn your business. I don't get that feeling from my friends now. Like, if they want to hang out, I know they genuinely care about me and they want to hang out. Not because they're trying to gather tea on me to tell somebody else. Around hood people, you don't feel safe. You feel like you have to watch your purse, watch your belongings, you have to watch your back. And I remember when I used to go just walk inside of the gas station and a car full of hood girls would just laugh and talk trash. And it's like, you don't even know me. You're just random people on the street. You're just so ignorant. It's just always negativity. They're always down to fight. They're always loud. They're always like, ew. Like, I'm so glad that Tampa is so segregated and I don't have to go on that side of town. And I know that sounds terrible, but like a lot of things I'm just so traumatized by. I do not get along with hood chicks at all. I could probably count zero. I can't think of one person that is hood and I've actually like gotten along with them and they were nice and they were sweet and they weren't trying to use me and they never.
So there you have it from the quote unquote kept wife. You know, she went on a whole tirade. There was even more to it, but that was all I was able to obtain because her page is now gone. Oh man, she's deactivated her TikTok. So all of those videos are now finito. All right. Now, this young lady here, she goes by the kept wife life on TikTok, or at least she did. Because She would put out these videos basically talking about her experience as a quote unquote kept wife, meaning she was living the soft life. She had a quote unquote alleged millionaire husband that was just taking care of her, allowing her to do whatever the hell she want. And she was just coming out with all of these different stories, these different ramblings and stuff. And she amassed herself a following of around 100,000 people on TikTok. So now on social media, they saying that this lady was an ex-stripper. You know, nothing against strippers, nothing against adult, entertainers and stuff like that. But some of those areas that these little clubs be in, you know what I'm saying? Especially for women of her complexion, you know what I mean? They be in some hood ass areas. I ain't gonna lie to you. I ain't gonna hold you. We gonna keep it all the way G-real on this motherfucking channel. Y'all know what it is on Inside the Industry. All right. So they exposed that to the public. And they've also exposed a mugshot here, as you can see, but we're gonna get you the closer version of said mugshot, because you was out here playing with the folks, you know what I mean? So you was talking about the hood people, and you found yourself in a very hoodish situation in the Hillsborough County Sheriff Office with them folks. It's a lot of hood people out here that ain't never been to jail, ain't never been arrested, ain't got no record. You know what I'm saying? Miss Danielle Johnson, 33 years of age, and she was arrested on charges of battery, right? Which people are alleging are of domestic violence. Not a laughing matter, but damn. So much for the millionaire husband, because you was just locked up last month, shouty. So you was putting your hands on him? You beating up the millionaire husband? You knocking him out the box, trying to get some extra fundage up out of this man? Is that what's happening? Because if that's the case, that ain't the soft life. That ain't the kept wife. You know what I mean? Sound like the KO wife to me. So, yeah, man. And this information was just put out last night or yesterday, somewhere around that time, somewhere around that margin. And now she has gone completely dark on social media. Deactivated her pages, has gone into hiding. So the little persona that she had going on, all that good shit she talking about, over. We ain't talking about the Drake song. Over. Okay. So let's get into the specifics, shall we? They say, turns out the cat wife, whose real name is Danielle Johnson, was arrested, charged, and booked in Hillsborough County Jail back in February for battery. In the United States, criminal battery or simple battery is the use of force against another. But in the video, you were talking about all these people that's ready to fight. All these hood people that you couldn't make your way down to the gas station. Which, gas stations in the hood, they do be a little aggressive. I ain't gonna lie to you. Shit be happening up there. Motherfuckers be ready to bother you, trying to sell your OZ and shit. I got that gas on me. I don't want that shit, man. I don't know how the ladies treat you, but normally the ladies be trying to get in and out. You know what I'm saying? Even the ones in the hood. I grew up in the hood in Riverdale, and you can take your ass on down there and ain't nobody gonna bother you, man. Now you go inside somebody's neighborhood and start roaming around, niggas might be what the fuck going on. You might get somebody try to talk to you, say something to you, ask what you know or something. But for the most part, niggas gonna leave you be. Especially if you work in the area. Like, that's another thing. You find yourself working in a hood area. What type of lifestyle was you living? You say you weren't in the hood at the time. But I can bet that you weren't kept while you was doing that, because where was this supremely high income job in the hood, So the math is not mathing with you, lady. So much for the persona. Danielle stated that she was happy Tampa is segregated, so she's able to avoid hood people. I didn't like that shit neither. Talking about, I'm so glad that Tampa's segregated. Whoa, why would you use a word like segregated? Segregated? Like, what is this, the fucking 50s? What are we talking about? Segregated? We need to send some civil rights leaders to your fucking house. All right, let me calm down, because I know y'all hate when I curse. But I'm talking to y'all like I talk to my folks, like my friends. You know what I'm saying? My fam. Like segregated? Who is the husband? We need more information because ain't no way he co-signing this type of stuff. Now, some of your points I can understand. I don't know who was chastising you for wearing your natural hair. We need to get to the bottom of that. How did that conversation even come about? Oh, you got a lace front? No, girl, you broke. Who said that? You say you get along with zero hood people, but in this thing, you basically made the inference that you used to have hood friends. Because you don't, just because you worked in a hood area don't mean you had to make friends with them. Right? Who are these people that was trying to get one up on you and use you or use information against you? Who was prying that deeply that it mattered? Because they were hood. You know, people are vindictive on their own accord, regardless of where they come from. You do know in some of these well-to-do neighborhoods or well-to-do areas where you have a job, they're going to be looking even further to try to get one up on your ass so they can report you for some shit, especially because you are black. You know what I'm saying? But this is the delusion that's just oozing out of your skin. I wasn't even trying to rhyme. This is the delusion that's oozing up out of you, out of your pores. Goodness gracious. So they say, I wonder if there was segregation in jail. Good God. Social users who are familiar with her have also accused her of having a son that she doesn't take care of, which is very hood of you. And being a retired stripper. Don't put retired on there. You don't get to retire from stripping. You just leave. You don't get no paperwork that say you retired. So she says Tampa, which Danielle describes as some holy white only land, has about 43 strip clubs. Most strip clubs than hospitals, as a matter of fact. Well, you definitely got put under the hood, if nothing else, right? Because your time in the limelight has dissipated. It is gone. Your 15 seconds of fame have expired. And just like your stripper career, it's retired. Now, I'm not rejoicing in your downfall. I just don't like how you position these things. You know what I'm saying? It's certain ways that you can talk about the hood or whatever you perceive as ghetto and shit like that. You know, we all know about it. But the way you positioned it, it just sounded very Karen-like. You feel me? Like, you ain't had to do it like that. So, I'm going to replay some of this. I played the video. I'm not going to play the video again, but I'll play the audio just to get a quick reminder of the delusion here. Or just what you were trying to say, what you were trying to get across.
So I seen this girl make a post earlier where she was like, I'm not afraid to admit hood people scare me. Now, although that may trigger some people, y'all have to understand some of us are just genuinely traumatized. Now, I didn't grow up in the hood, but I worked in the hood. And when I tell y'all, that was one of the most miserable experiences of my entire life.
I don't think you're lying. You know, depending on your mentality, depending on what your goals are, you might not want to go work in the hood. I mean, depending on the surrounding area, but I don't see how you was just getting bothered endlessly going in and out your job. You know what I'm saying? The parking lot ain't that goddamn big. Unless you was working in a plaza that just had a bunch of different shops and shit around there where you was just in proximity of everybody. But that wouldn't seem very kept of you if that was the case. But, you know, I don't know.
You could not look at them wrong. They wanted to fight. You could not be quiet. If you
Yo, man, where the fuck was you? Where was you working at? The check cashing spot? Like, what? You couldn't look at them wrong. They wanted to fight. Who was you coming in contact with? Was you working at Burger King? No offense if you was. I done did my fast food shit too. You know what I mean? I used to work in the food industry. But where was you at where, nigga, you couldn't look at nobody because they wanted to fight?
quiet, it's you think you're all that, you think you're better than us. It's so bad. I was washing my hair today and I got flashbacks of when they used to tease me and try and call me broke because I was not wearing a lace wig. Like, they just say the most uneducated.
Man, who did that? Who said that? Because a lot of the lace wigs is trying to get like what you got up here. So who said you was broke for that? I mean, hey, I'm not the captain of the uneducated, so I wouldn't know everything about this shit, but it just don't add up to me. The arithmetic is not maticking.
Ignorant stuff I've ever heard in my life. I'm broke because I want to wear my natural hair that God blessed me with. And because I'm not gluing something to a nasty, stinking stocking cap every 5 seconds, that mean I'm
You
broke.
could have left that out.
The energy is just so miserable and negative. And even when they're trying to be nice, it's still in a weird way. It's like they're either trying to
You had to really be deep in the annals of goddamn hood activity for everybody that's trying to be nice to be like backhanded complimenting you or just feeling downtrodden or feeling like they beneath you. That's a personal thing, man. I'm gonna be honest. You know, I done been around some deplorables, I guess you would say, or some undesirables in this society, and they really ain't that fucked up, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, it is some out here. But how did you find, I still want to know how you found yourself in this situation that you allege happened when you supposed to be that girl.
You or benefit from you or get up under you to learn your business. I don't get that feeling from my friends now. Like, if they want to hang out, I know they genuinely care about me.
See, this is the part, the hang out. So you was hanging out with hood chicks at one point or another. You was one of them hood rat chicks that was hanging out doing hood rat shit with your friends. You're lying to the people and you're trying to cover it up. Just say you evolved. Just say you moved on from the things that you used to do and think was fun. How about that? Why you had to position it like, I can't stand hood people? Yes, the fuck you can. You a hood boogie your goddamn self.
Hang out, not because they're trying to gather tea on me to tell somebody else. Around hood people, you don't feel safe. You feel like you have to watch your purse, watch your belongings.
Watch your purse? Now, in the hood, you might have to watch your purse, but around a hood person, just one motherfucker, a couple people, you just feel like purse cuff alert. I don't know, man. It's not. I don't know. Niggas do some shady shit, but I'm not having it.
To watch your back. And I remember when I used to go just walk inside of the gas station and a car full of hood girls would just laugh and talk trash. And it's like,
I can see this happening, by the way. I don't think she way off on that ratchet motherfucker. Yeah, them Glorilla types, them sexy red types. Yeah, I'm sure they probably said a thing or two to you. I ain't gonna lie to you. I think you wasn't capping on this. Some of this other stuff, yeah, but this, you might have a point.
you don't even know me. You're just random people on the street. You're just so ignorant. It's just always negativity.
This is how
they're always down to fight. They're always loud. They're always like, ew. Like, I'm so glad that Tampa is so segregated and I don't have to go on that.
Talking about down to fight. Clearly you be down to fight too. Clearly you down to put your hands on a man and try to get your way and all this good stuff. Clearly that is your forte. That's what you went in the slammer for. That's what you was in that mother effer eating peanut butter and honey sandwiches for. So what are we talking about here? You know, I think I've spent too much time on you. Again, she has gone away from social media. She's disappeared. You know, she backed down when things got tough. Instead of trying to defend herself, she just decided to deactivate everything. I'm sure it won't be too long before she pops up again. Give her 6 months. She'll have a new account, new persona, new shtick, new gimmick. Might come back on some Candace Owens type stuff. Keep an eye out for this lady, man. This Danielle Johnson, she's a menace. And if she's anything like what these records show, let's see how kept you are moving forward. You know what I mean? That's all I got for y'all. Let me know what y'all think of this down below in the comments. My insight is what it do. I'm going to catch y'all on the next one. Be sure to like and share this video. If this is your first time seeing me on YouTube, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. And I will see y'all on the next one, okay? Much love and respect. Y'all have a good one. Peace.
King of my city and cul-de-sac. Coming out swinging like soldier rag. Leading my people like quarterback. Boy, I study this shit, I'm an almanac. Had to get up and grind. Knowledge is booming, I'm here to apply. Came with the chip and the dip, it just single the mind. We finna do more than survive. I need my check. Spinning the block for the Gouda, we hitting the jeweler to flood out the net. We don't do beef on computers, I'm straight out the sewer, we come when you rest. Niggas be looking perplexed, so keeping my foot on their neck. No map, I trust my gut for the quest. With drama, I'm fully abreast. I was ready for years and they doubted me. All of a sudden they tell me they proud of me. I been dropping these haters like calories. Cross them out, I came back with some batteries. Stand for my honor, but too raw, no corner. Packing the stick with a drummer. Wanna catch my bad, won't fumble. I done came too far to be humble.